Could the entire global economy be brought to its knees by just one simple bad idea? I mean, look at this. This is a Jenga Tower of finance, and it looks unstable because, well, it was. And if we want to figure out if we're at risk of it all happening again, we first have to go back and understand exactly what went wrong in 2008. It all started with this question, so simple you could slap it on a billboard. And it sounds great, right? It's the American dream. But this seemingly harmless little phrase was the simple lie at the very heart of the 2008 global economic collapse. It was the sales pitch for a product that turned out to be pure poison. And this is what that product was called, a ninja loan. I'm not kidding, that was its actual name. This was the very first, very wobbly block placed at the bottom of what would become a massive, unbelievably unstable tower. So what on earth is a ninja loan? Okay, this is where it gets just completely nuts. N-I-N-J-A. It stands for no income, no job, and no assets. Just let that sink in for a second. Banks were lending huge amounts of money to people who have literally no way to prove they could ever pay it back. It sounds like a bad joke, but I promise you it was a multi-billion-dollar reality. So how did this ridiculous idea go global? Well, the banks basically had a three-step recipe for disaster. First, you create these totally worthless, radioactive garbage ninja loans. Then you bundle thousands of them together and wrap them up in really complex financial language. That's the shiny paper. And finally, the finishing touch. You get the rating agencies to stamp them with a AAA rating, and you sell them to investors all over the world as if they were solid gold. And this is the result. The entire global financial system was resting on this towering structure built from thousands and thousands of these terrible loans. Every single loan was just another block, and the whole thing was held together by one single dangerous lie, that house prices would never, ever go down. And then someone pulled the bottom block. People started defaulting on those ninja loans, and in what felt like the blink of an eye, the whole tower just came crashing down. $600 billion in wealth, gone. It just vanished overnight. The scale of it was just staggering. But here's the thing. The story I just told you, it's actually really complex. It's full of jargon like subprime mortgages and collateralized debt obligations. So how did it become so easy to understand? How do you take a story like that and make it memorable, make it shareable, make it go viral? Well, there's a secret sauce. It's a communication technique, and it's called specific absurdity. This is the tool that makes something totally incomprehensible suddenly just click. It's the difference between a dry textbook explanation and a story that you remember forever. And the rule itself is incredibly simple. You just avoid general boring statements. Instead, you find a detail that is so specific and so ridiculous that it becomes impossible to forget. Let me show you what I mean with a few examples. So you could just say, he was rich. Fine. Or you could paint a picture, a super yacht that's so big it needs its own smaller yacht just to follow it around and support it. Now that is specific, it's absurd, and it instantly tells you a level of wealth that the word rich just can't. You can see it in your head, and you won't forget it. Okay, how about this one? General statement. The company was a mess. It's so vague. But what if you described it like this? Selling a broken car to your dog, using your own credit card to do it, and then bragging about the sale. It's funny, it's specific, and it perfectly explains a completely fraudulent system without a single piece of boring jargon. And this one might be my personal favorite. You could say a startup had no real plan, or you could say their pricing strategy was just vibes. It's one word, but that one absurdly specific word tells you everything you need to know about how unprepared they were. It's just devastatingly effective. So now that you've seen how it works, let's talk about why this is so much more than just a clever storytelling trick. Honestly, understanding this is pretty crucial to navigating the world today. Specific absurdity is so effective because it basically hacks your brain. The concrete, crazy details, they grab your attention. The humor makes it stick in your memory. It takes a big abstract idea like financial mismanagement and turns it into a picture you can actually see, like selling a car to a dog. And that is what makes it an incredibly powerful tool for persuasion, for good and for bad. So I'll leave you with this thought. We started with the Jenga Tower of 2008, which was built on the specific absurdity of the ninja loan. Now that you know how to spot this technique, the real question is, what Jenga towers are being sold to you today? What complex things are being pitched to you with a simple, funny, and kind of absurd story? And more importantly, is that story holding up something real, or is it just another tower of lies waiting to fall?